coming in here with the 10 of coins. So I feel like you are going to get what you expect to get from this person. It just took a little bit longer. You know, I see this person showing up for you. I see you getting what you want, getting fulfilled, and also having, you know, we have that emperor, that masculine protector energy. You know, every empress needs an emperor, and every emperor needs an empress, and a lot of people get that confused. A lot of people try to act like the king, or they try to act like the queen, without having, you know, without giving that energy back to their partner. You know, we can all go around saying, "Oh, yeah, I'm king and I'm queen," and you know, but we got to remember, like, every kingdom. You know, every great kingdom, if you look back, even in history, you look back at every great kingdom, there was a great king and a great queen next to him. Or, you know, and a lot of people would say, oh, the king rules the empire. You know, I've done a lot of reading. I really enjoy the medieval type energy. And one thing I'll tell you for sure through historical research, most great kings, the queen had a lot to say. She would say it to him, and he would put it out in the world. So if you think the king was ruling that kingdom, maybe you want to look at it again. You know, you just go back in history and you see all the kingdoms that failed, and you can look at it and see why it failed. You know, are you truly a king if you don't have a queen? And are you truly a queen if you don't have a king? And, you know, we all want that. We all want that partnership. We all want that thing. But it's a give and take. It's two people giving to the same thing to build something better. You know, you imagine the idea of being in a boat. You know, two people in a boat. You both got an oar, but only one of you is paddling. What's going to happen? You're going to go round and around in the circle, and you're going to get tired out. You know, you need effort. It's a partnership. Sorry about that rant. Like I said, it's a masculine and feminine coming together with the Empress and Emperor. I mean, like I said, I feel like you already have your side down. It's just you need that person to show up for you. You need that person to put in the work. And that's what I see coming forward. You know, I see this person being loyal to this connection. Like I said, sometimes in order to know exactly